Call meeting to order and call on Councilor Brown. Please in the pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Call the roll.
Councilor Brown.
Here.
Councilor Weaver.
Here.
Councilor Broad. Councilor Watson.
Here.
Councilor Barton.
Yes, here.
Mayor Lovely.
Here.
We have a quorum to do business.
Approval of the February 25th minutes.
Mayor, I offer a motion we approve the minutes of February's meeting.
Second.
Motion by Councilor Watson, second by Councilor Barton to approve the meetings, the minutes of the February 26th regular meeting. Is there any discussion, any changes to be made? Hearing none. Councilor Brown?
Yes.
Councilor Weaver?
Yes.
Councilor Broad? Councilor Watson?
Yes.
Councilor Barton?
Yes.
Motion carries and the minutes are approved.
I'd like to welcome our visitors here. There's several here that I don't normally see here. I'm glad y'all are here, especially the people from South Alabama Regional Planning. Next item is approval of the agenda. Is there any additions or deletions? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. The agenda is approved. Under old business, we have a term that came due on the water board, and I will call on Lawrence Weaver, who is the chair of that nominating committee.
Committee recommends Leslie Brown to serve another term.
Second.
Motion by Councilor Weaver, second by Councilor Watson to reappoint Leslie Brown as member of the Water Board. Is there any discussion? Hearing
I would
none.
assume his wife has to abstain.
Yes, he can't say anything.
Councilor Brown,
Abstain.
Councilor Weaver,
Yes.
Councilor Watson,
Yes.
Councilor Barton.
Yes.
Motion carries and Leslie Brown is reappointed.
We also had the same on the school board, and I call on Councilor Brown.
We recommend the continuation of Mark Manning to the school board for Brewton City Schools.
Second.
Motion by Councilor Brown, second by Councilor Barton to reappoint Mark Manning. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. Councilor Brown?
Yes.
Councilor Weaver?
Yes.
Councilor Watson?
Yes.
Councilor Barton?
Yes.
Motion carries and Mark Manning is reappointed.
Under new business, the first item is approval of the accounts payable for February 2018.
Mayor, I offer a motion to do accounts payable for February 2018.
Second.
Motion by Councilor Watson, second by Councilor Barton to approve the accounts payable for February 2018. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. Councilor Brown?
Yes.
Councilor Weaver?
Yes.
Councilor Watson?
Yes.
Councilor Barton?
Yes.
Motion carries and the accounts payable are approved.
Next item is approval of the Sowell Road paving bid award, resolution number 18-0312. That would be to Arrington Curb and Excavation, Inc., in the amount of $877,777.77.
Mayor, I offer a motion we approve resolution number 18-0312.
Second.
Motion by Councilor Watson, second by Councilor Weaver to approve resolution number 18-0312. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. Councilor Brown?
Yes.
Councilor Weaver?
Yes.
Councilor Watson?
Yes.
Councilor Barton?
Yes.
Motion carries and the Sowell Road paving resolution is approved. But I'm sorry, I didn't show y'all the bid tab, but there it is.
Thank you. Next item is purchase utility vehicles for the Information Technology Department and Animal Control. resolution number 18-0312-1.
May I make a motion to approve?
Second.
Motion by Counselor Barton, second by Counselor Watson, to approve Resolution 18-0312-1. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. Counselor Brown?
Yes.
Counselor Weaver?
Yes.
Counselor Watson?
Yes.
Counselor Barton?
Yes.
Motion carries, and the resolution to purchase 2 utility vehicles is approved.
The next item is approval of a Brewton City School Board fence construction services agreement with RMCC Inc. Resolution 18-0312-2. After looking at that, we think that there are a few items on this bid that the city, with our own equipment, can pull the trees up and the fence and so forth. But in case we can't, the total bid is $4,750.
Make a motion to approve resolution number 18-0312-2.
Second.
Motion by Counselor Brown, second by Counselor Weaver, to approve resolution number 18-0312-2. Is there any discussion?
You guys got like a start date? When it might start, or any idea?
I really don't have it would be sooner than later, but I don't have a start date.
Okay.
But you know me, we'll probably do our part sooner rather than later.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Is there any further discussion? Hearing none. Counselor Brown?
Yes.
Counselor Weaver?
Yes.
Counselor Watson?
Yes.
Counselor Barton?
Yes.
Motion carries, and the resolution to approve an agreement with RMCC Inc. to construct a fence at the school board is approved.
Next item is approval to declare the surplus or sprayer, resolution 18-0312-3.
May I have a motion to approve resolution number 18-0312-3?
Second.
Motion by Counselor Watson, second by Counselor Barton, to approve resolution number 18-0312-3. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. Counselor Brown?
Yes.
Counselor Weaver?
Yes.
Counselor Watson?
Yes.
Counselor Barton?
Yes.
Motion carries, and the resolution to declare the sprayer as surplus is approved.
The next item is a Planning Commission expiration of one term, and another member has moved out of town, Steve Nelson. These two happen to be mayoral appointments. They are appointments on the Planning Commission that are council appointments, but those have already been made, and they're to the end of the mayor's term. But on these two, I reappoint Jason Walker and appoint Josh Godwin to be on that board. The next item is a waiver of the daily carnival permit fees for the T.R. Miller Athletic Supporters Club.
Mr. Vance Kilgore, please come forward.
It's that time of year again. We normally have a semi-annual carnival. I got Dr. Hal Nobles with us today. He's the president of the T.R. Miller Athletic Club. We'd just like to ask if you would waive all except for 1 day's worth of fees for us to be on April the 10th through the 14th. That's when they start from Tuesday through Saturday. They'll set up, I think, on that Monday. They'll come in the weekend and be set up by Monday.
You'll be happy to know in our rules and regs for the future,
yes,
you won't have to come before us. You'll just have to get with the city clerk.
Oh, praise the Lord. No, thank you. Well, thank you. I like coming here. I really like y'all. So.
Would you like me to change them back?
No, sir. That's fine. I appreciate that. We appreciate all the city support. We'll do our best like we've in the past. The people we have generally do a really good job, I think, of cleaning up, and we try to police the area afterward just to make sure thank you for the rule change, and I appreciate that.
So we
Thank
need a
you.
motion to approve.
May I make a motion to approve?
Second.
Motion by Counselor Barton, second by Counselor Watson, to approve the waiver of the daily fee for the sportsmen's, for the sports supporters club, the
And I
athletics.
think, should we add to it also that he would correct it? We're giving Alex permission now.
Well, that's just in the rules.
That would be in his rule.
Yeah, we don't have to change it, it's there.
Okay, okay.
Is there any discussion, further discussion?
Unless there's an issue. If there's an issue, then it comes back to council.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes. Any further discussion? Hearing none, Counselor Brown?
Yes.
Counselor Weaver?
Yes.
Counselor Watson?
Yes.
Counselor Barton?
Yes.
Motion carries, and the waiver of the fees is approved.
Next item is to appoint the voting delegates to the upcoming Alabama League of Municipalities Convention Business Session, and that would be a delegate, a first alternate, and a second alternate.
I'd like to make a motion to suggest for the following delegates. For the first, the second, and at the convention will be Yank Lovelace, Joe Watson, and Fred Barton.
Second.
So it would be myself as a delegate. You saying Joe is a...
Joe Watson, yes.
Let me abstain, let Mr. Barton take it.
Let's make Fred the...
Make Fred.
Okay, Fred the first,
Yes, first off.
and Joe Watson the second.
Yes, please, thank you.
Okay.
Okay. Motion by Counselor Brown.
Second.
By Counselor Watson.
We've got.
Weaver,
Okay, I'm sorry.
Second by Counselor Weaver, to approve Mayor Lovelace as the delegate to the convention. The first alternate is
Fred Barton.
Barton. Second alternate is Joe Watson.
Yes.
Right.
Okay. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. Counselor Brown?
Yes.
Counselor Weaver?
Yes.
Counselor Watson?
Yes.
Counselor Barton?
Yes.
Motion carries, and the delegates are approved. Delegates and the alternate delegates are approved.
Next item is a presentation of the Norman Walton Award by South Alabama Regional Planning.
Thank you, Mayor. Good afternoon, Mayor Lovelace, council members. It's a privilege for us to be here today representing South Alabama Regional Planning Commission. As a former mayor for 20 years and a council member before that for 8, we loved short meetings. We'll try to keep this as brief as possible, but we're here to stay for however long it takes, Mayor, to answer any questions, whatever you may have. But along with me tonight, most of you know Diane Burnett. Ms. Burnett's been with SARPC. I'm not trying to age her in any way, but for 25 years, and she's a very valuable part of our team. And she heads up the Planning and Community Development Department and does a great job. But the primary purpose, Mayor, of us being here tonight is to officially present to the city of Brewton this most prestigious award, the Norman J. Walton Senior Award. A little bit of background briefly. Norman J. Walton, after the Regional Planning Commission was established in 1964 by an act of the state legislature, he was appointed as chairman of the board of directors, a position that he served in for 18 years, and he was a very distinguished resident of Mobile. He was a general in the U.S. Army Reserve and received numerous awards for that. And his nickname, or his name which most people referred to him as, was General Walton. And under his leadership, the Regional Planning Commission did wonderful things for the region. At first it was just Mobile County, and later it was expanded to Baldwin and of course Escambia, and he remained chairman till that time. In 1994, the Board of Directors established an award in his honor, and it's presented each year to a governing body that is part of our organization. And we have submitted, I think Connie helped with the paperwork, Mayor, and the City of Brewton's application was superb. That's not a good enough adjective to describe it, but it's really wonderful to see what's happening in Brewton, Alabama. And this criteria for receiving this award is pretty much what your government has done, your city leaders, what you have done to enhance the quality of life in this area. And of course, as we all know, what helps Brewton helps us all down here in South Alabama. And with the new industry coming in, Provalis, if I can say it, if I pronounce it right, Mayor, that's just an almost unbelievable story, but it's not if you know Brewton and you know the leadership and you know the community. And Ms. Burnett and I got up here a little early. We rode around, wanted to get over early and ride around and see some of the great things happening. A lot of traffic, a lot of retail, a lot of construction, and a lot of utilities, keeping Mr. Madden busy, I'm sure, and it's really refreshing and delightful to see so many good things happening. This award, I won't get into all the particulars unless you'd like, but it's based upon several criteria. Problem solving. Having served as a municipal official for 28 years, there are problems daily, and I think Brewton has shown above many others that teamwork and working together, you can get a lot of problems solved. That's crucial, and that's certainly been on display here. Having good employees, y'all have excellent department heads, excellent employees, and that's certainly something to be proud of. But problem solving, and you solve these problems many times by interacting with other agencies. And that's part of this award, is how the city of Brewton interacted with other agencies and governmental entities. Coastal Alabama Community College for one, Coastal Gateway, Mr. Will Ruzick, who's also on our board. He does a great job with that agency. The governor's office, ADECA. If you aren't familiar with ADECA, they've got a new head man, and he's a real go-getter, wouldn't you say, Mayor? A former mayor.
They sort of do like this now when I come up there.
I'm sure you walk away with your pockets full.
I've done pretty well so far.
You've done well. And he's a former mayor, and he understands the situation that is here. And it's important for that governmental interaction to take place and to get things done, and that certainly was done, has been done, and will continue being done. And our part that we play with the new industry coming in, we're very thankful, and Diane Burnett and her staff have worked hard with the Economic Development Administration to get these grants and get the funding. It doesn't just happen overnight. It's a lot of work and a lot of sacrifice, which we're willing to do for Brewton and other communities in our region. But working together, and you can see the results with the retail business here, the intergovernmental cooperation, innovation. That's one of the criteria, and Brewton has been very proactive with innovation, bringing in new ideas, new focus on the festival I saw out front, I guess. You've got all kind of great things going on, and I know you're proud, and you should be proud. And this doesn't just happen overnight. It takes hard work and dedication by a lot of people, and of course, teamwork. Cost effectiveness, is the last criteria, and that's basically you're investing, and our board recognize that, in the future of this community. With that investment, you're going to reap 10-fold, 20-fold times what the investment is by revenues and people coming into the community. If they come to town, they're going to shop, usually somewhere, and they come to Brewton from all over. And I know people have moved here from Atlanta, Birmingham, other areas, and there's just so much to be proud of. And with that being said, Mayor, we are proud to present to the City of Brewton the Norman J. Walton Award and congratulate you, and would love to get a picture taken with you.
Thank you, we'll come down.
Okay. Ms. Burnett may have a word or two while y'all are coming down.
We'll come down. Working on a $4 million grant. Thank you. All right.
You got it? You got the packaging?
You know, I got it. I got it, Michelle. I got on board this time. I got it.
One thing you can do is sign the flag. Somebody got to carry the flag this year. He's carrying the flag, unless he won't carry it this year.
I told the council in the workshop, I said, the award they handed me at the convention was something like an invitation to a carnival or something. It was just something laying around just to act like they were. But the final product, which that's wonderful, and we really do appreciate it. We appreciate all your work. I did not realize when I first became mayor how much South Alabama Regional Planning does for our cities. It seems like every time we've got a project, they're involved, helping us, holding our hand on the way through it, and we really couldn't operate without the services that y'all provide. So I really appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
Are there any other comments or announcements?
I have none, Mayor.
Motion we adjourn.